bring that. I think we have 1, 2, 3 bee yards, probably 4 where we can drive in, you know, for sure. And we'll just take the boxes out. Oh, this just has 1 colony in here. Let's see there. They're trying to wake up at least.
Yeah.
See, that's in there, and maybe look up at you, but that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see some real very close to, you know, typical buckfast bees in Canada, and they were very impressive. You know, they're so quiet.
Yeah.
And we worked in one bee yard for 1 whole day, getting these colonies ready for winter, and we're opening them up and taking these feeders out, like mine that I showed you, and shaking the bees off and putting some frames in.
Yeah.
And there was only 1 colony I came to that whole day where I had to use smoke.
Yeah.
We have 3 of us, and we had 1 little smoker that was going, and we hardly ever even picked it up. I could never do that with my bees.
Yeah, that's what they are when they're at their best.
See, I want to find them here. Yeah, so this is how they are on the, you know, in the, see, with the feeder in the middle, and there's 2 nucleus colonies.
Yeah.
See, and see, they still have honey.
Yeah.
You know, very often, like I say, I won't feed them at all. I'm always ready to feed them if they need it. But see, and these are, you know, this is just the way I like to see them now. You know, there's these at least out to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are feed bags, you know, for grain, for animal feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's woven, you know, and I started using them at the beginning because they were, I could get them for free.
Yeah.
But then I like them so much that now I have to buy them, but I still use them. Yeah, that's just, see, you can tell a lot about the colony just by carefully peeling them back. It doesn't disturb the bees.
Yeah.
And you don't have to use smoke even. You know, you can see how strong they are without, you know, having to use smoke or anything. These are a little more quiet, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I have 12 families, and each one originated from 1 single queen, you know, an outstanding colony that had survived and was in perfect shape without any treatments, and after at least 2 winters. And I keep bringing something new in every couple of years just to compare, you know, something that's supposed to be promising, you know, and now I don't bring anything in unless it's from bees that haven't been treated, you know, for a long time. So, but I like to start a new family every other year or something like that, just to make sure I don't have the problem with inbreeding. But anyway, theoretically, what I try to graft from half of my families each year. but the truth is I usually graft at least 2/3 of them. You know, I'll just have more than I need, and so then the next year I look at the breeder queens from the year before and see which ones are still alive. That means they're 4 years old now.
Yeah.
And any of those that still have a really good colony, you know, with no problems, then I'll use drones from those queens to mate with the other, you know, the other 6 families that I'm going to graft off of this year. So I usually graft off of, I mean, practically it ends up being about 8 families probably, you know, 8 or 10 even. But the drones will come from only 2 or 3 or 4 families. And so I try to be rotating them.
Yeah.
But they are becoming more related to each other.
Yeah.
That's why I like to start a new family every year, every other year, to try to counterbalance that.
Yeah.
I'll have to break the news to you. I have a website now.
Oh.
I don't have internet access. You can't contact me through the website, but I put all of my writings in one place on the web. But I started that because there's all of a sudden resistance to publishing more of my articles. The magazines don't want to publish them.
Oh.
And it just seems pretty obvious to me that they're getting some pressure from somewhere. These on top here, this is how I used to overwinter all my nucleus colonies, on top of a single-story, a double-story colony. And these are my 4 just barely surviving with the half combs. You know, these frames.
Oh yeah. Half comb. Yeah.
See, here's a very nice colony. This is how I mark my families and what year the queen. So it just starts like that. This whole thing just tips down like that. But that usually doesn't happen. And you can push them apart and, you know, slide the boxes apart, break off the bottom board, and both boxes can fit down like that. So, and they're here. You can put them back, but it doesn't work as well. I usually pick them up and lift them back. So, not as much heavy lifting.